This is how you play the group 2 5-finger patterns, or pentascales. I want you to notice that in this group, I'm going to be using black keys. Try to see if you can see how many I use and when I use them. On those last 2 keys, you might have noticed I always used a black key in the middle under my 3-finger. This last one in the group is going to be a little different. See how many black keys I use and which fingers I use them in. You might have noticed in the left hand, I'm using black keys under 4 and 3, and in my right hand, I'm also using 2 black keys under 2 and 3. So they both still have a black key under 3, but also the second note they play is a black key also. We're going to start with this key, which is called E because that's the first note you play. Start with your left hand, 5, on E, next to bass F. Place your white key neighbors, and then raise your 4 and your 3 fingers from F and G up a half step to the very next black keys to the right, F sharp and G sharp, because it's like your 4 and 3 sat on something sharp, ow, and jumped up to the black keys to get away from it. I'm going to walk you through how this is going to work. You're going to play E, step up, step up, step up, step up, and then step back down to A, back down to G sharp, down to F sharp, and then down to E, and then skip to G sharp, skip to B, skip back down to G sharp, and then skip back down to E. And then using your wrist, play them all together. Let's play and say our note names. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, A, G sharp, F sharp, E, G sharp, B, G sharp, E, together. Now let's say our finger numbers. Since we're starting on 5 and going up by steps, we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come back down 2, 3, 4, 5, and then skip 3, 1, and then skip back down 3, 5, and then together. 1, 2, saying your finger numbers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, 3, 5, together. Now let's start with the right hand. Take your right hand 1 and place it on the E in between middle C and treble G. Find your white key neighbors, and then take 2 and 3 that are on F and G and move them up half steps to F sharp, G sharp. And let's go ahead and say our note names as we play. 1, 2, ready, start on E. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, A, G sharp, F sharp, E, G sharp, B, G sharp, E, together. And let's say our finger numbers. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come back down 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to start skipping 3, 5, and then skip back down 3, 1, and then together. 1, 2, say your finger numbers. 1, 2, let left hand join. So 5 on E, white key neighbors, and then 4 and 3 are going to go up to F sharp, G sharp. Another way you could do this, since you already know 4 and 3 go on it, you can place your hand in your lap again and test how exam ready you are, and place your 5, and then go ahead and place the black keys. Let's say our note names as we play. 1, 2, ready, play. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, A, G sharp, F sharp, B, G sharp, B, G sharp, E, together. All right, and let's see how exam ready we are by playing that along with a metronome. If you're not used to a metronome is a tool that clicks a steady heartbeat for you. This metronome has a tap feature, so I can just tap in how fast we were playing. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, and then the number populates up there, and that's 61. Push OK, and push start. And that's the speed we were going. So I'm going to set that in front of me. And when we play with metronome, we just listen and make sure each note is with the click. 1, 2, ready, play. Skips. Together. Now, let's see how exam ready we are by doing the 5-finger pattern double time, but we'll still keep the skips one with a click. So our 5-finger pattern is going to go like this. Give me a moment. There we go. 1, 2, and 3, and go. And with click. Together. Let's learn a different pentascale now. We're going to go and start on A. So our left hand 5 is going to go to the A below bass C, but right next to low G. And find all your white key neighbors. And then your 3 fingers going to go from C up a half step to C sharp. And get right hand to copy it. So right hand 1 goes on the A between middle C and bass F. Find your white key neighbors. And then take your 3 and raise it up a half step to C sharp. And we're going to go through and say our note names as we play. We're going to start with A, step up to B, step up to C sharp, step up to D, step up to E, step down to D, down to C sharp, down to B, down to A, and then skip up to C sharp, skip up to E, skip down to C sharp, skip down to A, and then play 1, 3, 5s together for one big monster chord. Let's play and say our note names. 1, 2, ready, go. A, B, C sharp, D, E, D, C sharp, B, A, skip, C sharp, B, C sharp, A, together, together. You can also do this hands separate if you need to, but if you can already do it hands together, you don't need to go back unless there starts being some problems. But if you're going to do it hands separate, you'll say finger numbers instead. So you would say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, 3, 5, together. And then you do the same for the right hand, but start on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. But since we're warmed up on hands together from E major, we're going to stay hands together for A major, unless you know that you need to take it hands separately. Let's play with the metronome. So I'm going to find my tempo again. That says we're 66 beats per minute. 1, 2, make sure you're with the click. Skip. Together. And now we're going to keep that metronome on, and we're going to make our 5-finger pattern double time. But when we get to our skips, they're going to go 1 with each click again. And then we'll hold it together. 1, take, 2, take, 3, take, go, take. With the click. Together. Let's learn the final key in this group. It's D major. So you're going to move your left hand 5 to the D between bass C and bass F. Place all your white key neighbors, and then take your 3-finger from F and raise it up a half step to F sharp. If you're noticing that your fingers are having to straighten out, scoot your hand up the key so that your finger can get to that black key easily and still keep a nice curved, natural hand shape. Take your 1 finger on your right hand, place it on a D next to middle C, find your white key neighbors, or if you know that 3 finger is going to go to F sharp, place D, and then just go ahead and place F sharp in the middle. But if you don't know that yet, you're going to raise your 3 after placing your white key neighbors up a half step from F to F sharp. Let's say our note names as we play. We're going to start off saying D, and then step up to E, step up to F sharp, step up to G, step up to A, step down to G, step down to F sharp, step down to E, step down to D. And then we'll skip to F sharp, and then skip to A, and then skip to F sharp, and then skip to D. And then play all of our 1, 3, 5s together. If you're finding that your 2s or 4s are going down with you, you might want to slightly lift them off the keys, not very much. So if my hand is the key surface, I'm just raising them that far so that only my 1, 3, 5. I'm not, raising them really far up, just slightly off the keys until you get that fine motor movement in your hands built up. Let's say our note names. 1, 2, starting on D. D, E, F sharp, G, A, G, F sharp, E, D, skip, F sharp, A, F sharp, D. Now together. If you need to, you can do this hand separately. You'd say finger numbers, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, 3, 5, together. And then you'd do right hand, and you'd say the finger numbers, but you'd start on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. But since we're warmed up on hands together from E major and A major, we could probably just stick with hands together for D major. We're going to play with the metronome now. So we're going D, E, F sharp. One, 2, with the click. Skip. Together. Now let's see how exam ready we are by making our 5-finger pattern go double time, but keeping our skips, which now I'm going to call broken chords, and our together, which I'm going to call blocked chords, with the click. 1, take, 2, take, 3, take, go, take. chord.